Welcome to Making Music for Video in GarageBand. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have your movie imported into GarageBand so that as we watch it, we can start to add music to it. GarageBand will automatically synchronize the music that you're writing to the film in GarageBand. There's a few different ways you can get your movie into GarageBand. One of the first ways is if you're keeping your movie inside your Movies folder on your Mac. If I go to the media browser here in the upper right corner and open it up, I can go to Movies and see any of the movies that are inside on my Mac. I also have access to my Photos library. So if you've got some movies inside your Photos library, you can click and find them. You'll notice that there's no pictures coming up, but when I do go to one that has a movie, there it is. So if you've got movies in your Photos library, you can use them as well. For right now, I'll go to my Movies folder. Now, if you don't have movies there, and let's say you just have them sitting on your desktop or anything like that, you can also utilize that as well. Simply open a Finder window to where your movie is located. So for me, I'm actually going to go to this folder here. I'll go to my editing drive, and I'll just pick a movie. There it is. And I can take this movie, click it, drag it, and drop it into GarageBand. When I do, you'll see, there it is. It creates a movie track for it. It's all set. It's ready to go. And at any time, if I want to, I can replace that movie with the one that I'm actually going to wind up using. So this time I'll use this little Meet Our Staff movie. We're going to make a fictional case here, working for a camp, and we want to introduce all the staff members at the music camp who are going to be teaching with us. So you'll see, when it imports, I've got my audio from the movie itself, which in this case I'm not going to use because it's a lot of different takes just randomly thrown together. So I don't want to hear audio from the first take and then a little audio here and then a lot of audio there. So in that case, I can turn that down, or I can even delete all of the sound. Don't worry, it hasn't touched the movie. The movie's still there, and if I click on it, it's going to open it up. I don't necessarily need it quite so big, so I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. You'll notice, as I do, that there's a playhead that pops up inside the movie, and if I drag it around, it moves along with the GarageBand playhead. They're perfectly locked in sync. And now, I'm not going to hear any sound because I deleted that audio track. So the only sound I'm going to hear is the stuff I put down here. Now again, remember, I want you to keep in mind that we're going to assume that you don't have piano or guitar skills, and you want to use GarageBand to make music for this movie. If you do have piano or guitar skills, well, you can get composing right away. Just start playing some music in and go. But for the rest of us, let's take a look at how to utilize GarageBand's loops and pre-played musical segments to create some exciting music for this movie segment.